My inventory has been running a bit low, so I decided it was time to restock. I spent some time streamlining my operation, gearing up to batch out a bunch of boxes so I have a little extra cash to buy some new pants. But before I batch out a bunch of boxes, I decided to give my new operation a trial run, and bring forth an idea that's been sitting in my head like someone impatiently waiting to see a doctor sitting in the examining room. Because my name's Danny, and I make boxes. The box in question was a fairly simple one, but I wanted a box with legs. Legs so long they would make Jessica Rabbit look like Danny DeVito. This meant that there would be a fair amount of waste, but I could just add that to the scrap pile that's basically garbage, and ever expanding, kinda like the Star Wars franchise. I was also presented with a unique design challenge. As I said, I wanted legs, but the box still needed to be aesthetically pleasing. Try to imagine Tom Cruise, but now he's 6'5", and the only thing that grew were his legs. At that point, it would just be a pair of legs with Tom Cruise's head on top, running around doing his own stunts. I'm not saying I wouldn't watch that movie, but it probably wouldn't be a hit. He'd lose that impossible mission contract and get kicked out of that cult. All because he wasn't properly proportioned. You see, there's something called the Fibonacci sequence, which is really just a fancy way of saying rectangle. Now, I'm not as dumb as I look, and I'm certainly not as smart as I look, but I'm the last person that should be teaching you about math. So if you're not familiar with the golden ratio, you should look it up, and try not to go down any rabbit holes and end up like Jim Carrey in the movie 23. Resawing boards to make bottoms and lids is still not as quick as I'd like, but I'm getting rather proficient at it, and it's something that I dare not rush. Allow me to take a moment to discuss something. My more observant viewers might have noticed an abundance of bugs flying around in this video. Well, here on the Gulf Coast we have something called love bugs. They come out a couple of times a year, fly around, make sex to each other, and then die. They don't stay long and they're completely harmless. I carry no ill will toward these bugs, and I have a deep admiration for anything with more than 2 legs. That being said, they have no sense of self-preservation. So any bugs that met their untimely demise on or off camera was totally inadvertent. This box has come together in record time, thanks to my well thought out plan and prep work. And it's time to add these legs that I mentioned earlier. Just a couple of quick measurements and markings, and we can all enjoy a bit of sexy scroll saw footage. Can we do any better than that? Enjoy some sexy scroll saw swing and a miss. Some sexy scroll for fuck's sakes. Here we go. Some sexy scroll saw footage. And now here we are in the home stretch. All I need to do is glue it up, clamp it together, and separate the lid. And you'd be thinking to yourself, hey guy, if this is that image of that box that's been hanging out in your head like a couple of ne'er-do-wells hanging out at a gas station asking people to buy them cigarettes, then you need to get your head checked because that looks like crap, and you, sir, have wasted my time. Oh ye of little faith, take a chill pill as the kids say, because I'm about to rub some Riz on this mofo and give it some main character energy, no cap.